Okay, what we have here is the Iain Sinclair Cardsharp version 2. Comes in a neat little box, which comes in like a CD-sized cardboard wallet. Okay, mine's just fallen out, but I've obviously had this out before. Little sticky pad there, so it wasn't particularly cleverly fixed, but the idea is that it was neatly presented in this cardboard sleeve, so when I opened it you'd see it for the first time, but it fell out. So straight on with the review and demo. Okay, I've also used this a little bit, and I just want to make sure you can actually still see these things. You do get a little pamphlet leaflet inside as well, which quickly shows you how to unfold it. Although it's not rocket science, I actually do recommend you do this because it's not as obvious as you think. Okay, so this is a credit card sized unit. It's got flexible flappy bits to it. There's a blade in the middle of there, and that's a surgical steel blade, which we're going to see as I fold it out. And it's neatly locked in place by this little plastic twiddly circle, and it's got a little padlock icon in there as well. So you can see a little green half moon. I'm going to twist this. It's not easy. You need nails or good pads on your fingers, and you've got to be careful whilst doing it, because if you don't do it right, you can actually push your thumb a little bit in. Although the knife blade's recessed, it can come up at you, and if it comes up at you, you're going to cut yourself. So be very careful when you do that. But okay, so I've now got this spun around, so it's no longer showing any green and is therefore open. So I can now flap open the blade, and that's right. You actually do a 180-degree flip. You can see there that it has got a thin hinge of plastic here. Now that plastic is actually polypropylene, and this is one of the things that the Cardsharp version 2 claims. This hinge, this bending of the blade around on this plastic card, is rated, they say, at an infinite amount of folds. So you've got no risk of this plastic casing breaking. So literally all you do is, once you've folded the knife blade 180 degrees, you then fold the other plastic items back on themselves, and what you'll see is the smaller item has got some, if I can get it to line up, you might just be able to see these, some black lugs into which the larger piece clicks into. So it's literally, you can feel when you've got this right, it clicks in quite nicely. There's also one larger dob of plastic that actually also goes into the very single hole in the steel blade that you get here as well. So it is very thin, it is sharp, and it's surgical steel. I guess they're just trying to basically say it's a very good quality steel. Certainly it came sharp. I'm going to just cut to paper, because paper's actually quite hard to cut. This is actually an envelope. Why am I doing a double piece and making it look rubbish when it's actually very good? So I'm going to just do a neater cut here. So it can cut paper. Is it fantastically sharp? Well, it's sharp enough to do normal jobs. It can cut card, etc. I've got a cutting board here. But as you'll quickly see, you have to put quite a bit of pressure on to get a completely good cut, and that's where the problems do arise, because it's flexible. It's only as good as, if I show you from the end here, I've got the blade on the point here, and there's quite a bit of flex in the handle. And even if you pinch it really well and you put your finger on the back of the blades, only so much pressure can be exerted, and I'll tell you why. So I've just cut through double corrugated cardboard, and I put some pressure on the back of the blade, and I've ridged my finger. So you have to rest quite firm. Now of course this is very sharp at the blade end, the other end isn't, but it's very thin still. So when you exert pressure down, you're putting quite a bit of pressure on a very small area, and again you risk moving it. So simply put, it's fine for paper. There's actually no problem at all with a good cut there. It's great for thinner card. I wouldn't necessarily do corrugated card. I really guess I was showing you the limit, but it's not that it can't cut it. The problem is more not so much the sharpness of the blade, it's more the application of the force necessary to cut. Okay, I hope that makes sense. It does fit in your wallet. Would I keep that in my wallet? Would I carry it with me? Is the very idea of carrying a sharp blade in my wallet a good thing? Not sure. It's a good gadget. Certainly good for paper, card, tape, foam, leather, etc. I'm going to unfold it now just to get you, so you can watch me put it all back together. Foam, leather, etc. I wouldn't do anything too substantial. I'm going to now lock the blade knife, just reversing what I did earlier. So this time I'm going to spin this so you can see it, the half moon appear. Now you don't have to spin it all the way around 180 degrees. That's actually already locked, but I'm going to do that just to make sure there's no chance that with minor knocks that can undo. This polypropylene fold mechanism, at least they confidently say in here with a warranty and guarantee that it has infinite number of folds, because that would be a concern. So I guess for them to say that, they're pretty confident that this polypropylene plastic and its hinging mechanisms is pretty tough. So I won't question that. I've only done it about a dozen times, including what I'm showing you now. Surgical steel, it is sharp. How long will it stay sharp? It's difficult to say. And what can I say? It's a good little gadget. It is something you can carry with you. I'm not sure I will carry that with me, only because I don't want to be caught in public necessarily with a concealed weapon. I'm sure the steel blade will X-ray quite nicely, and I don't want to have to remember to take it out before I go to an airport, etc., and then have it removed. This was a gift from a friend for Christmas. One thing I will note, and a few other people found this as well, ordering this off the internet takes months to arrive. So my friend ordered these in good time for Christmas, and I think he ordered them in November, and I don't think he actually got them until about February. So you've got a potential months and months of waiting here. We're not talking days or weeks. So I guess that's because they're popular, and also because my mate got these personalised. So you can get a little bit of you can't really call it engraving. I guess it's etched in some way. It's certainly more than printed. It's a very permanent kind of etching going on there. And there we go. So quite a neat unit, very simple packaging, very CD sleeve size. Obviously there's a warning sticker, certainly in the UK you get that. And the guy's name is Iain Sinclair, spelled I-A-I-N, because it's not the normal way of spelling it, and Sinclair, S-I-N-C-L-A-I-R. So I hope that helps you find it on the internet, and you certainly can get it online easily. And the unit I've just shown you is the Cardsharp version 2. I don't know what the version 1 was like, but this is the version 2. Okay, there you go.